I never believed in ghosts or the supernatural. Growing up in Portland, Maine, I was more concerned with practical matters than with things that go bump in the night. That changed in the fall of 2018 when I took a job at a tech startup in Burlington, Vermont. Burlington was experiencing a housing crisis, rental prices skyrocketing as tech companies moved in. After weeks of searching, I ended up renting a small craftsman-style house on North Winooski Avenue. The house was oddly affordable for its location. The landlord, Mr. Harrington, was an elderly man with trembling hands who seemed eager to get the lease signed. He mentioned renovations had just been completed following an unfortunate incident with the previous tenant. When I asked for details, he dismissed it as just some water damage. Only later did I discover that water damage was his euphemism for the previous tenant's attempted suicide in the upstairs bathroom. The first few weeks were uneventful. I settled into my job, explored downtown, and enjoyed the fall colors. The house itself was charming in that worn New England way: creaking hardwood floors, built-in bookshelves, and large windows that caught the afternoon sun. My routine was consistent: work by 8 a.m., dinner downtown, home around 8 p.m. The sameness of my days made what started happening in November all the more jarring. It began with small things. I'd wake to find kitchen cabinets open that I was certain I'd closed. My coffee mug would be in the sink when I distinctly remembered leaving it on the counter. My laptop would be shut when I knew I'd left it open. Then came the noises. A soft scraping sound from the attic at precisely 3:17 a.m. I checked my phone's clock 3 nights in a row. Always 3:17. I inspected the attic, but found nothing unusual. Just dust and a few storage boxes. The winter of 2018-2019 was particularly harsh in Vermont. By December, snow had piled against the windows and the temperature rarely climbed above freezing. The isolation of those dark winter days seemed to intensify whatever was happening in the house. One evening in early January, I returned home to find wet footprints leading from the front door to the staircase. They were small, like a woman's, and disappeared halfway up the stairs. All doors and windows were locked and secure. The security system showed no entries or exits during the day. I called my landlord the next morning. When I described the footprints, he dismissed them as probably just snow from your own boots that melted in a pattern. Old houses settle in weird ways. That weekend, I installed security cameras in the living room, kitchen, and upstairs hallway. 3 days later, at work, my phone pinged with a notification: motion detected in the upstairs hallway. The footage showed a shadow moving across the wall, with no apparent source. It paused at my bedroom door before continuing toward the bathroom. Then the feed cut out for 7 seconds. When it resumed, the hallway was empty. I stayed home the next day, monitoring the camera feeds, a kitchen knife hidden beside me. Nothing happened. That night, I woke suddenly to the sound of water running. The bathroom sink was on full blast. I checked my phone. 3:17 a.m. Then, footsteps coming down the hallway toward my bedroom. In the dim light from the street lamps, I saw a figure standing in the doorway. The silhouette of a woman, slender, with long hair. She was dripping wet, water pooling at her feet. I couldn't move. She stood there, silent and still, for what felt like hours. Then she spoke, her voice like sandpaper on stone. "You shouldn't be here," she said. "No one should be here. Who are you?" She took a step closer. I could smell her now. A chemical smell, like cleaning products mixed with something metallic. "Victoria," she said. "This is my house. You're the previous tenant." "I never left," she replied. I remembered what Mr. Harrington had said about the unfortunate incident, the attempted suicide, in the bathroom. "You need help," I said, trying to keep my voice steady. She laughed hollowly. "It's too late for that. 3 years too late." Her skin was pale, bluish. Her clothes clung to her thin frame. Her hair was plastered to her face, dripping steadily. "Why are you here?" I asked. "To warn you," she said. "He's coming back tonight." "Who?" "Mr. Harrington." "The landlord? Why would he come here?" "He comes every January 17th, the anniversary." "Anniversary of what?" "My death." She moved closer. He didn't just find me. He was there when it happened. He watched. What are you saying? I didn't try to kill myself. He held me down. In the bathtub. I was behind on rent. 3 months. He said he'd forgive it if I. She trailed off. When I refused, he became angry. A sudden noise downstairs made us both turn. The sound of a key in the front door lock. He's here, she whispered and vanished, leaving only a wet spot on the floor. I heard the front door open. I grabbed my phone and dialed 911, whispering my address before hiding the phone under my pillow. The line still connected. The stairs creaked as someone ascended. I slid under my bed and pulled the dust ruffle down to conceal me. The bedroom door pushed fully open. I saw heavy winter boots enter. They crossed to my bed. A hand pulled back my covers, revealing the empty bed. "Damn it," muttered Mr. Harrington's voice, strong and clear, not the trembling, elderly voice I knew. As he moved to check the closet, I slid out on the opposite side of the bed. I made it to the hallway before he spotted me. "Stop," he called out. I ran for the stairs, nearly falling in my haste. Behind me, he followed faster than I expected. I reached the front door and fumbled with the deadbolt. His hand slammed against the door. "You shouldn't be here tonight," he said. "You were supposed to be at that work conference in Boston." I had been scheduled to attend a conference, but canceled without telling anyone. How did he know my schedule? "What did you do to Victoria?" I asked, turning to face him. His expression changed. "You know about her." "How?" "She told me. She warned me about you." He laughed uncertainly. "You're lying. She's dead." "Yes, she is. And you killed her." His hand moved to his pocket, emerging with a hunting knife. "She was going to report me for the cameras." "Cameras?" "In the bathroom. The bedroom. I rent to single women for a reason." His voice was matter-of-fact. "Victoria found one. Said she was going to the police." My stomach lurched. How many women before me? "The police are on their way," I said. "I called them." "You're bluffing." Blue and red lights flashed through the windows. Sirens wailed, growing louder. Mr. Harrington lunged at me with the knife, but the wet footprints suddenly appeared between us. He slipped, losing his balance, the knife clattering away as he fell heavily. The police arrived moments later. They found me standing over Mr. Harrington, who had hit his head when he fell. In the following weeks, the truth emerged. Bernard Harrington owned 7 properties in Burlington, all rented to single women, all equipped with hidden cameras. And Victoria Fraser wasn't his only victim. 2 other women had died in his properties, both ruled suicides. When police searched my house, they found the hidden cameras and Victoria's journal in the attic, detailing Harrington's harassment and her discovery of the cameras. I moved out immediately, but sometimes, at exactly 3:17 a.m., I wake up thinking I hear water running, and I whisper a thank you to Victoria, the night guest who saved my life.